Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Brady Sestili of Dublin, Jerome Lacrosse, and also Dublin, Jerome football. Well, we covered that in the last time he was on here. How's it going, bud?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. Did you go? Have you had spring break yet, or anything?
Yep. So I was at spring break last week actually. So that's where we played Ponte Vedra and then Bowls. So flew down to Jacksonville and then played Saturday through Wednesday, and then we drove down to Fort Lauderdale and got to spend the rest of the week.
Yeah. So what was that like? Just going down to Florida and then just having and get to have a few days to yourself and your teammates.
I mean, it was good. It's always anything's better than Ohio. So it's like warm weather, sun, everything. It's lacrosse, all mixes well together.
Yeah. Yeah, just kind of talk about like how this kind of season is going so far. You guys are off to a pretty good start.
Yep. So yeah, we scrimmaged Ponte Vedra and Bowls, with some of the top two teams in the state in Florida. We beat both of them right before our season started, and then we had our first two games this week. So we played Kaufman and then Ignatius, and we beat Kaufman on Wednesday, and then we beat Ignatius actually yesterday. So Ignatius was a big win for us. Definitely got to see like what the competition really looks like and see like where we are at, because honestly, us as a team, we didn't play that well, but we still were able to get the job done. So it's kind of just like we know like if we can get to that next level, what like we're capable of.
Yeah. I know obviously, how long have you been playing lacrosse?
I would say third grade. Everyone in Dublin, it's like if you don't have a stick in your, it's like all the parents put you in lacrosse since like you're real little. So if you don't have a stick in your hand before middle school, it's gonna be real tough for you to adjust to our lacrosse schedule. I've been playing since I was 7, maybe 8, but I was young when I had a lacrosse stick in my hand.
Yeah. And of course, you've been playing probably lacrosse and football probably at the same age. So,
Yep. I think I started off with football and then added lacrosse the year after. But yeah, I've definitely been playing both since I can remember.
yeah, those sports usually translate well.
Oh,
So,
oh, yeah. Oh yeah, definitely
um,
getting hit by a stick.
yeah. So let's kind of talk about this because this is obviously for many people that don't know, of course, Dublin Jerome is obviously one of the top lacrosse programs in the entire state of Ohio.
Yep.
But overall, what's it been like to just have the success rate? Of course, you won a state championship one year. Obviously, last year didn't work out as well for you guys, but this is
Um,
a big year for you guys.
Yeah. So I mean, it's honestly been well for me at least. I mean, I was grateful enough to like be able to start as a sophomore and get the opportunity to play in a state championship and actually win one. Now we should have probably taken it somewhere else last year in the state championship, but just being there overall is really a big accomplishment for like our team and our school. And I think losing definitely just puts a fire up in us. So it's like we're coming a lot harder this year. We want to win.
Yeah. Well, what position do you play in lacrosse?
Sorry. So I'm like kind of a mix. I take face-offs and then I'm also a midi. So when I was a sophomore, I was like strictly face-offs just because we had talent everywhere. And it kind of just converted into a little bit of both, you know. So I now I just take the face-off, stay on, and then just keep playing.
Yeah. Just to see like what I've noticed is lacrosse has just kind of grown throughout the in, in
Oh,
in the places that you normally wouldn't. Obviously, out east it's crazy out there, and then
lacrosse it's growing everywhere. That's one thing that I've noticed just all growing up. Every year it gets bigger and bigger no matter where you go. Like you can go to a tournament in Maryland, and then it's just huge. And then you can go to a tournament in Indianapolis and it's still huge. Like it's like everywhere is picking up lacrosse. I think it's one of the fastest growing sports right now.
yeah. So we talked about like this is going to be a pretty insane few months for you. Of course,
Yep.
finishing up lacrosse season and right when that ends, you're gonna pack up and head on your way to Athens.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be a weird experience at first, and definitely gonna take some adjustments, but definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Getting down there, getting down to OU, start putting on some weight. To putting on the weight that Lacrosse ran me off. So
So yeah, what's it gonna be like just just to finish off because you only got a few more months of high school and then it's
I know it's crazy. It's senioritis is hitting right now. I'll tell you that. But yeah, no, it's surreal to think about. It's like it goes by really fast. It's like you flash before your eyes and boom, you're off to college. It's
yeah.
just part of growing up. That's how you have to look at it. That's how I look at it as
I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, it's you just wait because then you'll be done with college and then you'll be
exactly. And I'll be working a full-time job, having kids, family.
man,
It's all gonna go before you even know it.
absolutely, buddy. So so going into these next few games, just kind of preview who you got left.
So we got a few tough teams on our schedule. We play like I said before, we're driving up to Michigan and playing, I believe, some of the top teams in Michigan, Indiana, and then another state. We have Saint X like always. We have a big game against Liberty this week. That will be a real test. So they lost to Ignatius by 2. So we'll definitely find out what that's about. But yeah, our schedule is probably one of the hardest in Ohio. So it's like every other week we're playing a top team in the Midwest or in the state or something. But we definitely got some good programs on our line.
You got because I think you're going to go up and play like Brother Reich. I know Heartland's going to be on the schedule for you guys. So
Yeah.
so
Heartland.
what's it going to be like? What's it going to be like coming up here?
I don't know. I mean, the last time I was up there, I was freezing. It was terrible. It was like 8 o'clock, like 20 degrees, shorts and t-shirt. I was cold, man. Michigan, but it's not much different from Ohio, to be honest. So
No, it's much colder here, bud.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
um yeah. So yeah, going up here and doing that, it's what would it mean, what do you want to see out of really this team and going and, playing all these top opponents like you guys are, and then this gets you set up for what's to come later on down the road.
100%. I mean, obviously, like I would never say like we want to lose, but honestly, for me, it's like nothing matters up until playoffs. No matter what happens with all these teams, no matter what we do, like obviously we're gonna do everything in our power to win, but playoffs is where it matters, and that's where we know we can shine. So I think playing these teams is only gonna make us better, and so that's what we need to do. It's what we've been doing for the past 2 years, and it seemed to work both years. So
Yeah. Okay. Um, did you enjoy Fort Lauderdale playing besides playing lacrosse? Did you enjoy it though?
yes, I did. It was a good time, very good time. It was a big adjustment because you fly down to Jacksonville and you get there and it's 45 degrees every day, and so you're just waiting for Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you're just waiting for you're waiting for the warm weather, and then we drive 5 hours down to Fort Lauderdale, get there, and it's 95 degrees, or not 95, like 85 or something like that. But it was, trust me, I was looking like a lobster after Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah. What's your favorite vacation spot?
I was supposed to go to Mexico this summer, Cancun, Mexico. I've been there once before. I was supposed to take a boys trip with all my buddies, but we were leaving June 10th and I move in June 11th. So
Yeah.
can't go to that anymore.
Yeah. Uh,
But yeah, I would probably say Mexico.
okay. Let's see. Hmm. Okay. Overall, name me what are some of the top places to eat in where are you around?
Hot places to eat. All right, so I'll give you shout out to my boy Kyle on the team. He's a big Culver's fan. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Yes, I've heard of that.
Yeah. No, he every time he'll like text the Culver's manager, like literally today, we're probably going in an hour or so. He'll text the Culver's manager. He'd be like, "Yo, I'm bringing the whole team," and he's like, "All right, I got you guys with discount or something." And they'll just bring us all out free shakes and stuff like that. And then another big one's personal favorite is probably Canes.
Raising Cane's.
Has to
You a
be.
big chicken fingers guy?
Me, I not necessarily, but Canes is different.
Yeah,
Canes is totally different.
it's. I mean, I've never had Raising Cane's. It's not really a big chicken guy, but well, I mean, one just opened up here in Michigan. We only have one Raising Cane's in Michigan. I'm sure it's probably going to grow.
That does not sound. I could not deal with just one Raising Cane's. You probably have to drive like 30 minutes to it
We
every
have
time.
we have three Culvers where I'm around. So
Yeah, see, I'm like Culver's, it's all right. Like I don't have an issue with Culver's, but Cane's is definitely my top pick.
yeah, yeah. We if you want to come here, we have to build more Raising Cane's. A lot
Yeah.
of people would like to see that though. Uh,
Yep.
let's see. So like what's been like the most fun moment this year?
Most fun moment this year.
And just with anything. Could be football, could be lacrosse,
Um, I mean, I would say probably like my most exciting moment was when OU offered me or called me and offered me a scholarship. That was definitely the most exciting. Just like to see what my family was like. Just it was a really great experience.
for sure.
So I wouldn't say I haven't been happier than that because I was sitting in my room dancing when I got that call. So
All right. Well, Brady, thank you so much for coming on once again. We'll talk to you soon. Okay, bud?
yep, thank you, Casey.